Happy get the hell out of this Matrix day, everybody. So, this is gonna be the first video in a series that I would like to name Matrix Scars. I'll go into different topics that involves different scarrings that we can experience while living in this Matrix, with today's subject being painful memories. And as you can imagine, there's probably a lot of people out there with some painful memories, myself included. So let's see what we can do about this scarring, if we can discuss it, and all that kind of shit to help deal with it. Also, this series is probably going to have a lot of cutesy, feely, dubby, lovey-dubby, or whatever. So, I know that a lot of people might be a little bit of a limp dick when it comes to their emotional states. So, I hope you all like cheese and...
Came bugging me, because that's exactly what I'm going to be bringing back and serving up in this whirly bird. Cover me, you limp dick, fuck up!
And what better place to start than talking about suicidal behavior? When I was little, my dad really rejected me. He thought I was a piece of shit nobody, basically. And the reason I tried to kill myself is because, you are so shit. And that's a direct translation from, Swedish to English. At least my mother didn't tell me that I was a piece of shit directly. She more like cried about it and asked openly, where did my good son go? So, that's a little bit less bad. Or actually, that's probably worse. I've noticed that this Matrix doesn't provide you with anyone to give you emotional support. At least not for me. And this is one of the reasons that I made my open Discord invitation for anyone who needs someone to talk to. So if you would like to talk to me, privately or whatever, then I'd be there to listen to you. The server is actually building up quite a number of people, so, it's not really empty anymore. So you could probably hang out, and chat with people, or something. Might be fun. Or you could just hang out with your NPC buddies, and talk about football, That fucking score that the one team did against the other was really good, Now, there is a very common thing that I've been hearing lately from people, and that is the idea of not wanting to exist anymore. Which is a very understandable reaction to being traumatized down here. Like, why would you want to exist after all that you've experienced? But, like, with one of my replies to a comment in one of my videos, I mentioned that there's a good possibility that we've been experiencing basically eternity while being happy before coming here. And so I think it's very important that we recognize that this is just a temporary thing and that eventually the painful memories are gonna go away. Now, for the people who really can't fucking stand experiencing this shit and then remembering all those pains for eternity, there is always the option of memory wiping yourself so that you can forget about the experiences. And you could probably make that selective as well, to just forget the painful stuff. But personally, I would rather keep my painful memories, because I believe that they're a badge of honor. They're a source of wisdom, and they're also a source of empathy for the people like me who have experienced this place. A sense of camaraderie. If I'm gonna have to experience this place, then I want to experience eternity knowing that I was able to get out of this place and still be a good person at the end of it. And quite frankly, I think it's a pretty cool thing that once we all get out of this place, that we'll be able to recognize one another and, remember that we helped each other out, One guy left a really good comment on that video, one guy made a video, someone else gave some emotional support. Whatever little thing we've been able to do to help each other out, I think that's pretty cool. And this is the reason I've been spamming this clip over and over again, because I think it's a pretty symbolic clip with this spirit beings or whatever that are just this like round, symmetrical beings. They all look the same. In the movie, it's called Soul, by the way. I think that these spirits are basically the people who went into the white light and got memory wiped, and so their personalities have basically been wiped out as well. They have their own likes and everything probably, but at the same time what makes them unique has been wiped out. And I think that's a pretty sad thing. I don't want my uniqueness to be wiped out just so I can forget some harsh memories. I would rather stick with it until it doesn't hurt anymore. And quite frankly, I'm already over the whole suicidal story. Like, I don't give a shit about what my parents did to me. They're just part of this matrix, and I don't really take it personally. Because getting hit by an NPC character is no different than being hit by a log of wood. Like, it's the same thing, it's just background noise, like having to walk in the rain. It sucks. But, it's temporary, and, don't take it too personally. Because in the end, it's all a bunch of fake bullshit anyway. I got more emotional while making my trauma video. Because I care about you guys. But while making this, I don't really feel that way. I don't need to cry or anything while talking about this. So I want to show you a really precious little TV series from my childhood that gave me quite a lot of crying back in the day. And it's basically a story about a girl who starts living with a family of people cursed by a zodiac curse that turns them into animals whenever they're hugged, basically. It's a weird story, but it's really precious and has a lot of good, emotional support and physical abuse, verbal abuse.
You're worthless to us! It's your fault! It's your fault! It's all your fault!
People turning into monsters and wait, was this a good show again? And if you're gonna watch this show yourself, then make sure you watch I think it's 2001 version, because the new version isn't very good, so check out the original one. So anyways, I'll leave the clip that I wanted to show you in the description and as a pinned comment in the comments section, because YouTube censorship and all that shit, so just click the link, okay? And I wish you all a really good get the hell out of the Matrix day.